See, we got some visitors that have been in this thing, so it's all got to get vacuumed out. It might have just been the battery dying that was the reason this thing was parked. I got a different battery on my other John Deere, so clean up the terminals too. Got this thing cleaned out enough that I can finally see what it is. It is an Onan, so it's a newer one. Guess you can tell by how the label is with the black stripes and whatnot, but I'm not too familiar with these. We'll pop open this cover and see how bad it is. Not as bad as the rest of this. There's a whole bunch of nests down on top of that label, around all this crap in here. I took off the side cover. Gotta do the other side, but not too bad in the air box there. Bottom of the air box is a little rusty, but there's no holes that I can see in it, so I think we'll be alright. I'm gonna pop it the rest of the way off because I'm sure there's some more crap under there that's got to get vacuumed out. Carb actually looks to be in really good shape. There's a whole mess of crap down in here. It was actually like decomposed enough to be dirt at this point. So I'm gonna spray the linkages on this carburetor with some PB blaster, and I'm gonna dump some carb cleaner down the hatch there. Trying to clean this out as best I can. I can't really get everything in here, but I'll try my best. Got a crappy old vacuum here that I'm trying to do it all with. I'm getting some nice tight spaces with it, which I'm thankful for, but she doesn't quite have the power anymore. I was actually going to buy myself a new vacuum today. No, it's not quite a shop vac, but she'll have to do. So we'll get this sprayed up pretty good and see what else we can tackle. So I disconnected the choke linkage. That's pretty seized up. Throttle's pretty bad too, but I don't want to damage any of this stuff taking it apart because that's my luck with everything. But I am going to have to replace both the choke and the throttle cable. They're just completely seized up. I've had luck with PB blaster with a bicycle cable once, but it's not really worth all the trouble trying to get it unseized, because as soon as it stops being used for a little while, it's gonna go right back to the way it was. So other than that, I just got to change the battery out and we'll see. We got the key off the other John Deere and it works. It does turn it, so see if she'll pop over for us. First little hiccup here, this post is pulling out. The other one, terminal snapped off there, which was okay because this thing's in rough shape and it was just spinning around. So we'll see if I can't do this without making a mess of myself here. Alright, so I popped the hood off this bad boy. I'm going to see if it'll spin over by hand first before I even bother to crank it over. Got this battery out of a Murray I found on the side of the road. I left it outside all winter and the battery is actually good. It started up the other John Deere I got. So these terminals are pretty well toast. So I'll probably end up taking those off and then just clamping a wire up to the terminal. See if I can get enough juice to it to at least turn the lights on. Anything at all will be good, so I don't have to test all the wiring, but we're going to see if this will crank over before we continue. Otherwise, I'm not going to bother. Took out both the spark plugs. I'm going to shoot some PB blaster down there. I don't have any mystery oil or anything to shoot in the cylinders, but we'll see if PB blaster will work. I'll give them both a good soaking in there. Leave it overnight and see what it does tomorrow. Alright, so day or two of PB blaster isn't working, so I'm going to pour a little bit of motor oil down there, see if that does anything. We're going to absolutely drown this thing. See how she goes. The left cylinder here is very reluctant taking it. So perhaps that's the only one that's stuck. It'd be nice if it was only one and not both, but this thing's been sitting for at least 10 years, probably closer to 15. So give that a day or two, see what happens. So passenger side cylinder actually looks very clean. I was expecting it to be rusted pretty bad. You can see we do have some particulate matter here. Think it came off the piston head. This crap is cooked on there real good. It can be scraped up, but it's gonna take a little bit. Same with this valve here, that's cooked on there, so not sure what that's about, but see if we can't clean this out with some brake cleaner or starting fluid, something like that, and see how she looks. Okay, this is the driver's side cylinder. Let's see how this one is. About the same as the other one. Again, neither of them look very bad, so I'm a little bit confused as to what's bound up here. So what I'm gonna do here is gonna take a piece of pine or something here and smack on the end of these pistons with it after I spray it with a little PB blaster around the outside of it. See if that doesn't loosen up the rings at all. Then we'll give it another day and come back to it, see if it move at all. So I just came out here, I sprayed this down again with some more PB blaster. There's a whole bunch of crap that actually came off of the top of the piston there on each side. I just went to see if it would turn over. See if I can do this for you one-handed. So now this engine is completely free. It'll do its rotations, but you see this is a nasty shit that was in there. So see if I can work it around a couple of times and clear all that out. I don't need to be scoring up the walls of this thing. But yeah, I think she's about ready to be put back together here. Both cylinders got a little bit of crap in them, but I am thoroughly surprised that these aren't rusted up more than they were. There was no rust in here at all. It's just a bunch of crap coming off the top of the pistons on each side. So I am very thankful about that. And then put these heads back on, get the rest of this crap loosened up,